Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Talladega Superspeedway for the 23rd race in the 2020 NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series as we gear up for 38 laps of action in what is the cutoff race for the round of 12 here in the Truck Series. 4 drivers will be eliminated after tonight's race, and it's a 2X tire compound this time around at Talladega, not 3X, as I'm joined by my man, Mr. Vince Freeze.
Here we are, sweet home Alabama, Talladega. We saw Yael win the first race. Let's see who wins tonight, and let's see who punches their ticket into the next round and who will go home.
Let's get to that starting top 10. Toby McCoy, Colt Hudson on the front row. Cody Rhodes and playoff contender Cole Baker in row 2. Row 3, Adam Flickinger and Andrew Rich. Row 4, Logan York and Andrew Rich. Nate Rogers. And in row 5, Edwin Mendez and Leland Fief. York fastest in practice and happy 15 minutes. So 33 truck, watch out. He might have a good piece on him here tonight. Getting to your playoff drivers, Yael Carrillo actually is the top driver, tied with Jeremiah Dwayne for the points lead right now. They are both 38 points to the good. 34 points to the good is Cole Baker. James Ellison is 28 points to the good. Those 4 have a pretty good cushion depending what happens here tonight. As we get to the next 4, that's where things aren't as good for them. Carter Friesen, 16 points. Andrew Rich, 11. Donovan Cage, 8. And Edwin Mendez, a mere 2 points ahead of Keith Rich. Sam Young is 5 points behind Mendez. And then these 2 drivers have some work to do. They need some luck. It's Talladega. RJ Bishop, 18 points out. And Henry Sanford, 21 points out. The regular season champion coming in bottom of the playoff standings, has not had a good round of 12 so far. We saw Lucas Catano win at Memphis. We saw Delon Ibrahimian win 2 weeks ago at Chicagoland. So no playoff drivers locked in on wins. That's definitely going to change the way these guys race here tonight. Andrew Rich was eliminated from the Digital Storm Cup Series playoffs 2 weeks ago. He won at Homestead last week. What can he do here tonight?
Drivers, start your engine!
And of course, when I mentioned Andrew Rich winning a week ago at Homestead, that is for the Digital Storm Cup Series. Rich, of course, like I just said, eliminated from the Digital Storm Cup playoffs. He's still in the Jerky Pro Truck Series playoffs, so he won't get a championship sweep between both series. That won't happen here in 2020. He was the only one that could have done it. But Rich, no doubt, wanting a shot at the Jerky Pro Truck Series title, but he's going to have to make his way out of Talladega in order to do it. Vince, what do you think his odds are with an 11-point cushion?
1 in 42. I mean, this is Talladega. I mean, every driver has a shot as long as you start that engine to win. And the way these playoff guys can, shuffle to the front and to the back in literally 4 laps. We saw the first time here when we came here back in the spring. Unusual and odd pitch strategy. I mean, we had a guy, Yael, prove me wrong and win on a second lap of the cycle. And we've also seen the big one. And heck, we've even seen 2 big ones. So we'll see what happens. And we also got to remember, Rich was back in the spring was the man who caused the big one, number 2, as a lap car, with the speeds being 30, 35 miles per hour slower. Anything can happen. It's Dega. Let's get it.
Indeed, Andrew Rich had the very slow truck there, caused, I think, was the 3rd wreck of the night, and then put it behind the wall. But Carrillo won this race by 81 thousandths of a second over Sam Young. 15 drivers finished on the lead lap, 21 finished, and out of those 15 drivers, there were 4 or 5 that were tail end on the last restart. They actually passed the leaders and had to go around another lap. But 2X frequency here tonight. There's no sign of 3X in sight. and we're ready to go racing under the lights, and I will see myself the door.
Here we go as they get ready to go to the green flag. Toby McCoy, Cole Hudson lead us down. Get up to speed in turn 1 and 2. 2 and 3 wide throughout the pack is Hudson leading us down the back.
And I had to take a quick jump out of my seat to grab a pen to write down who leads laps out of these playoff drivers. But as Vince said, Hudson leading down the back stretch, but McCoy to his inside looking for that race lead.
Comes Logan York, still looking for that win.
And here comes Mendez. Mendez, does he lead the first lap and get a playoff point? It looking like he will. Or not a playoff point, a lap led.
Well, Mark will just force it forward, almost 4 wide. Well, Yael Carrillo, he's looking for that 4 wide.
4 wide is not the way to do things here at Talladega. You can kind of make it work, but you end up offset to the truck next to you, and you're either going to the outside wall or to the inside wall, and there it is.
There it is.
Oh, and Carrillo's in it. Someone went
big one.
straight for the wall. And this was what Mendez wanted to see. He's leading the field, and they wrecked behind him. And Logan Gentry will make a move for the race lead, coming to the caution. But Mendez is the only playoff contender in this top 6. As that wreck happened right at the front of the field.
So they get back in line.
Now,
Max Anderson.
Andrew Rich has made it through the accident. He appears to be okay. Carter Friesen. James Ellison made it through. So that's 4. 5 for Keith Rich. 6 for Sam Young. 7 for Jeremiah Dwayne.
Comes some more.
As we're going to stack up a little bit. Ooh, careful. Oh, and that's a lot of damage for Elijah Gordon. And I think that is Henry Sanford right there in the 87. And I think he's got some damage. Toby McCoy destroyed. Donovan Cage is involved. Priya McShane's front end is destroyed. Cole Baker's in it. RJ Bishop's in it. Oh, man.
Championship implications and next round implications.
Oh, and we've already got drivers. Yael Carrillo has retired from the race. And it looks like Benjamin Ice might have damage. It does not appear anyone will pit for fuel here.
Ibrahimian pitting probably for damage. Oh, a lot of people.
And this looks like to be the damage crowd, and Henry Sanford is one of them. So Gentry will lead them under the caution flag. And it looks like we've lost about 10 trucks already. We'll take a look and see what brought out the first caution of the night. Looking at the first caution flag on the night, and it looks like a 4 wide gone wrong between Cody Rhodes and Adam Flickinger. And that sends them right up into Logan York.
We're going to Kareen there and me in the middle. Coy. You're going to see Baranowskis and Yael just get clipped.
Carrillo goes right into Logan York, and then down into Charles Sanford goes Baranowskis right back up the track as Nate Rogers, Cole Baker piling in, RJ Bishop there at the back. Ace Rogers gets spun around. As it is on from here.
Cole Baker. 54 gets some air, 11 gets some air,
and the Vince Freeze flip counter strikes again. Adam Flickinger up and over. And now, real quick, interesting, if we go up here to the front, Priya McShane is going to come off the transition here and wrecks herself off of Benjamin Ice.
Hillary Sanchez nearly did the same thing, but saved it. McShane to the wall.
And now McShane's up here next to the wall. And Donovan Cage, who missed the first wreck, is going to have nowhere to go. And he'll get sent down the track right in front of Baranowskis.
Ending both their nights.
What a tough break for Donovan Cage. Misses the first wreck just to get caught up in a secondary. And let's take some onboards with your playoff drivers. On board with the 18 of Yael Carrillo. On board with Cole Baker.
You rolling it?
On board with RJ Bishop. It's a tough night. Tough end to RJ Bishop's night. On board with the 6 of Donovan Cage. We got a little piece there. Made it through pretty okay. And then up here, things just went wrong. And that'll end Cage's night. Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway. We'll have 6 laps complete, 32 laps to go in the cutoff race for the Jerky Pro Truck Series round of 12. And let's take a long look at that list of retirees. Jack James, Donovan Cage, RJ Bishop, Priya McShane, Nate Rogers, Charles Sanford, Cole Baker, Yael Carrillo, Audra Baranowskis, Adam Flickinger, your front row drivers of Toby McCoy and Colt Hudson, and the 2 of Ace Rogers. Cody Rhodes 1 lap down. Leaves us with 28 trucks on the lead lap. Carrillo came in 38 points to the good, Baker 34. Carrillo will get 8 points for finishing 35th, Baker 7 for 36th. It's still unknown if they are still good to go or not. They do have such a huge gap. They could potentially still make the round of 8. However, Donovan Cage came in 8 points to the good over Keith Rich. And with the amount of trucks left on the track, Keith Rich can finish no worse than 29th, which is 13 points for the race, and it would give him a plus 11 on Cage. So Cage is eliminated, and of course RJ Bishop came in 18 out. So Donovan Cage, RJ Bishop, we know are not going to be in the round of 8, but still up in the air. Keith Rich again came in 2 points out of Edwin Mendez. Sam Young 5 points out. Henry Sanford came in 21 out. He is still in the race, but he is without a hood, as Logan Gentry will lead us to the green flag. Only trucks with damage came down pit road.
We get that going here and clear that all up. Let's see what happens with the draft. Cody Rhodes seems to be we'll get the speed telemetry up at least 10 miles per hour, so we're at 15.
And now, Vince, we were talking away from the broadcast. I don't think we'll see another caution. You think we probably will. But I think it's really going to depend on how hard these drivers want to race now.
It's going to depend on the lap trucks, too, right? I think that's it, and then how we want to see the cars go out. I think we're going to see a little bit more spread out racing on this restart. But once we get to like lap 11, 12, it could get dicey again. We're almost looking 4 wide back there.
Gentry will continue to lead as Mendez is on the outside of Max Anderson. We've had 2 first-time winners on the season and on their career so far in the playoffs. Well, that trend continued today with Gentry, Anderson, Michael Markle, Greg Torres. I mean, you name it. Bradley Ream, Matthew Logan have not won in the Truck Series.
Plenty of names back there as we look for 3 wide with Markle underneath.
And we're seeing a nice big string on the inside line.
Oh, contact almost.
As we'll take a look at the standings to see just who is off pace. It looks like Fief, Nanico, York, Sanford, Gordon, and Hillary Sanchez appear to be the main ones, as Bradley Ream will lead that time by at the line.
That was Matthew Logan with help from Jesse Turner. We don't on the inside.
Ellison struggling to keep the draft, but we appear to have a 22 truck pack here at the front.
Nah, you're right. At this point, the question is who's going to mind their P's and Q's. As we have Sam Young, he needs to make a move to the front.
22 trucks are up here at the front of the field. We could still see 4 wide. We still could see them wreck. But it's all about who wants to go crazy and make that 4 wide move.
We're almost seeing it right there in the middle. As Matthew Logan blocks middle to low to leave lap number 9.
And Sam Young's looking to maybe get a bonus point. 13 points out behind Donovan Cage coming in. And
there's the 4.
4 wide there, Onjak and Evans in the middle. Will they prove me wrong?
Said around this time. Oh, there it is.
Oh, they're leaning, and there it is. Onjak's going to be the one that goes around, and Carter Friesen has nowhere to go.
That's the big one. Number 2 is Dylan Thomas.
Sam Young, Keith Rich, James Ellison are all through the wreck. So is Andrew Rich. As it looks like Dylan Thomas will lead us to caution flag number 2. I don't know who initiated that contact, Vince, but it looks like Evans or Onjak was mad at one or the other, and they just kept bouncing off each other until Onjak got put into the wall because of another truck to his outside.
Either way, I think this could have been another situation of where as these guys scramble to slow down. Let's just make sure they don't check up here.
Jeremiah Dwayne made it through the wreck. There's Onjak. It looks like he just spun it around in a quick 360.
Torres, he's all right. Oh, little contact there.
Oh, and Torres is going to slam the back of Onjak.
We're coming in with a head of steam.
Cody Rhodes, a little contact. Henry Sanford making it through this. There's Leland Fief. Oh, and Edwin Mendez is destroyed on pit road. Hillary Sanchez, Max Anderson, Carter Friesen, and Casey Nanico, all with heavy, heavy damage.
Some championship implications right there for Mendez. Sam Young's at the front.
Friesen didn't lead any laps. Mendez did. But with 5 more trucks out of the race.
Strategy. Let's see what happens here.
And as it looks like everybody but the lap down truck of Rhodes will come to pit road.
Got to give props to Benjamin Ice. I mean, we thought he had damage under that first yellow, and he made it up to 4th.
So we'll watch the pit stops here under caution.
I expect no games to be played here. Just a simple 4 tires, fuel, and go. I think Mendez retired.
And it looks like Benjamin Ice maybe out first.
I guess 2 tires.
Caution flag is out for the second time tonight. Let's go take a look at the replay. Get another look at what happened. Taking a look at the second caution flag on the night here. It's going to start between these 2 drivers, Peter Onjak and Rob Evans. And it appears that Evans crowds up first. There's the initial contact. They separate. Onjak turned back to the left, I think, a little more. There's some more contact. And then Evans leans off, and Onjak's like, hey, stop touching me. And Onjak sends himself into LJ Toledo, and they're wrecking. Max Anderson's the first one to get sent spinning. Then Carter Friesen.
comes Mendez and Ream on the outside.
Ooh, Dwayne clipped the back of the 0-2. And then right there, Anderson's saving it, and he clips the 83. And Mendez goes straight down the track and goes into a barrel roll.
Hard barrel at that. Not done yet.
And while that's happening, here comes Hillary Sanchez. She's missing Friesen on the apron, but Anderson's right here.
Nowhere to go.
It's a hard impact for the 7 as Mendez continues the barrel roll. Come to rest on all 4 wheels. Oh, but did I mention, it's still not over. Because all the way back here is Casey Nanico, and for some reason, Friesen is just chilling on the apron. And this happens.
Boom.
And that's what took Nanico out of the race. Let's take one on board with Edwin Mendez. On board with the 83 of Edwin Mendez. And that took him out of this race. Let's take you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Talladega. Out of the race, Casey Nanico, Hillary Sanchez, Edwin Mendez, Carter Friesen, Max Anderson, and Logan York leave us with 23 trucks on the track, 22 of which on the lead lap. So in the spring race, we had 15 finish on the lead lap and 21 finish in total. So we're just about at that mark. Just need one more, Vince. One more. It'll be the same mark. But too many people on the lead lap. Anyway, with Mendez finishing 27th and leading a lap, Keith Rich will definitely pass him in the points. So Keith Rich is passing both Mendez and Cage, who were the bottom 2 in the playoff standings. Sam Young is definitely hopping Donovan Cage due to the points gap and where Cage is going to finish. So that puts Cage down to 10th. Now, in order for Mendez to be eliminated by Sam Young must finish no worse than 20th due to tiebreakers. Because Sam Young hasn't won, Mendez has won this season. So that's what it's going to come down to with the amount of damaged trucks on the track as we go back green. It's looking pretty good for Sam Young. Again, Henry Sanford is in the big hole. He will likely not get out of the round of 12 unless something really crazy happens.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless Sanford has some miracle juice and gets a win, it's over. But here we go. We're back to green as Ice and Thomas do a little 2-car tandem to break away. He's about to abort that.
Friesen came in 16 points to the good. He's going to finish ahead of Cage and Bishop, and he's not going to lose any points really to Mendez, so he should be good. And then Baker and Carrillo came in with huge points cushions, so they should also be good, but time will tell as Lucas Catano is coming for the lead. Could he get win number 2 on the season here tonight? There's his teammate James Ellison, who had the fastest truck here in the spring but got in a wreck and wasn't able to show what he had. And speaking of fast trucks, Vince, we have not been able to see who's the fastest tonight.
We thought Mendez early on, but right now with the wrecks, I mean, we'll have to see a nice long green flag run as the guys in the back, Sion Jack back there, they're way off the pace. So I don't see another wreck happening unless these guys decide to go RKO on the field.
It's going to take some kind of crazy draft runs to even attempt the 4 wide now, as I think we only got about a dozen or so trucks here in the main pack.
Yeah, I think about maybe 14 at the most as Gentry will lead another lap.
Now I want to touch on fuel really quickly here. These drivers pit on that caution at lap 11. with the 2X compound. They will still have to pit one more time, and that will likely be around lap 28 to 30. They will likely not take tires, so the less fuel you can take on this final stop could get you a win, because it'll separate you from everybody else.
And we saw in the Digital Storm Cup Series race back in the spring here, some strung out racing once they did pit, like 1 or 2 cars and had a photo finish. Let's see if that repeats tonight. Sam Young. Ooh, gets cut off there almost, Markle.
Gentry tried blocking Michael Markle. Markle will lead at the line, and that could be a move for the win at the end of this thing. As Sam Young's up to second place, Vince, let's set it. 20th or better. Right now, those 4 that are looking to be eliminated, RJ Bishop, Donovan Cage, Henry Sanford, and Edwin Mendez.
If I'm Sam Young, just drops in the back of the pack, and, well, as long as no one makes a mistake, you're probably going to get in.
And if Sam Young leads a lap, he'll have to finish no worse than 21st.
Thomas and Rich let him lead that lap. Let's see.
Which, if we're looking at the ticker right now, as wow, Sam Young doing some weird blocking. They're going to go 4 wide for the lead.
Oh, boy.
And the 4 wide is over, I believe. Actually, no. Evans is thinking about it. Part-time here in the trucks. Cup driver Rob Evans has won twice in the Digital Storm Truck Series here at Talladega.
Jeremiah Dwayne finally caught up to the pack, so we should have around 16 trucks.
It is indeed 16 truck pack. You've got LJ Toledo, Onjack, Henry Sanford, Elijah Gordon by themselves. Then Greg Torres, Leland Fief, and Cody Rhodes. It looks like Fief is 5 seconds off the pace.
Oh, no. We could have a Rich situation back this spring as Ibrahimian and Ellison. And Katana, here comes Ellison.
Let's look at the speeds as Rich led a lap that time by.
James Ellison to the point.
And Ellison will lead a lap this lap by.
About 196, 197 probably topping off. 1 and 2. 198.
As Fief is only going 174 miles an hour. Greg Torres is actually going about the same speed, so we've got 2 very damaged trucks out here. Gordon's holding about 181. Sanford's still holding 193. He only removed the hood because of the checkup damage on the first caution. And Cody Rhodes, Onjack, and LJ Toledo just have that small amount of aero damage that prevents them from hitting 200 miles an hour. And look who's going to the lead. Jesse Turner has not won yet in the Jerky Pro Truck Series, and his chances are running out if he ends up becoming a full-time Cup driver, as they're 4 wide. Rich and Gentry were rubbing doors, and they're
what is Sam Young doing?
Still 4 wide.
Sam Young got to get out of that as he didn't lead the lap. And uh-oh, here we go.
Father and son are banging doors. Ooh, contact's being made. Don't do it. They're going down right into Sam Young. Dwayne's into the wall, and they're around again. Unbelievable. Another crash.
Sam Young saved it, though. Somehow, what a save. I saw a little bit of that as Jesse Turner.
And Keith Rich made it out of there, too. So the 2 drivers outside looking in make it through unscathed. But Jeremiah Dwayne got the bad end of the stick. As Michael Marco leads us, this will take out the fuel equation.
I think that not only takes out the fuel equation, but that pretty much will lock Sam Young in, I think, at this point. Unless... Or will it?
Andrew Rich, Ellison, Keith Rich, Sam Young, all making it out of that alive. As, oh no.
Slow down, Jim.
They're going to actually keep it together. As I think it's because they're at the second half of the back straightaway. Henry Sanford appears fine. There's Jeremiah Dwayne. Some damage.
Yeah.
And I think someone might have retired. And indeed, Lucas Catano is out of the race. So that'll leave us with 22 trucks on the track.
And only 21 on the lead lap. I think Sam Young is officially safe.
That would do it unless something happens, because, you know, we just went 4 wide with 16 trucks, Vince. I mean, it's down to, I think, 14 healthy trucks now.
I mean, I saw it on turn 1. I don't know. I was like, what is Sam Young doing? And I wouldn't put myself in that situation. I'm saying I drop to the back and go from there. But we'll see. Let's see what the strategy is. Is it fuel only? Is it 2?
You can't really tell from here. I'm seeing right sides up.
See Onjak taking 2. He was way back there.
Yeah, I think it's mostly right sides and gas. Yes, that's indeed what I'm seeing. As it appears, Jesse Turner will lead them out of pit road. And whoa, Elijah Gordon is way up the running order.
Gordon was slow.
We're seeing a mixture of damaged trucks and fast trucks up the running order, as Dwayne and Ibrahimian appear to have damage to fix. Ibrahimian will continue, and I'm pretty sure Dwayne will too. It looked like mostly aero damage.
I don't know if we're done wrecking yet. I don't know. With the mixture, now anything can happen.
Well, as they figure it out here under caution where they're supposed to be, we'll take a look at the replay for the 3rd caution of the night. I did not think we would have had 3, as, man, they are really racing up towards the pack. Oh, my goodness gracious. How are they? Man, that's crazy. They have some great brakes there on the apron. But anyway, let's take a look at that caution. We're looking at our 3rd caution of the race. Keith Rich, Andrew Rich, they're making contact. They're trying to get it together. But Keith gets a bit of momentum here, and he eases in front of Andrew. That offsets. They go down into Sam Young. Dwayne is the one who gets clipped. And he goes right into the outside wall. And then Catano has nowhere to go. And then Ibrahimian gets a piece of this. And that is what brings out the caution. Matthew Logan with a bit of a piece as well. And then we'll slide down the banking. You think it's over, but it's not over. And Catano is going to be our 3rd flipper on the night.
Thank you for contributing to the freeze flip counter.
And with that, we'll get you to the race restart. We're back at Talladega looking to go green again. We'll have 13 laps to go. Hopefully we're done wrecking. And yeah, so Jesse Turner is your race leader, looking for career win number 1. Michael Markle in 2nd, Andrew Rich 3rd. Elijah Gordon is up here in 4th. We know he's about 3 to 5 miles an hour off draft pace, so we'll see how that affects the restart. James Ellison 5th, Keith Rich 6th, Benjamin Ice 7th, Bradley Ream 8th, Jeff Toledo 9th, and Matthew Logan is 10th. 11th, Logan Gentry, Dylan Thomas, Rob Evans, Sam Young, LJ Toledo, Peter Onjak, Greg Torres, Henry Sanford, Leland Fief, Delon Ibrahimian, your top 20. Jeremiah Dwayne and Lucas Catano retire from that race. And that effectively locks in Keith Rich and Sam Young due to the amount of retirees on the track. Henry Sanford doesn't really have a mathematical chance anymore. Unless something happens to Sam Young and Keith Rich and he gets a top 5 or something. But we'll see. Crazier things have happened.
Back to green, Jesse Turner. Ellis, there we go. Gordon's going to hold the pack up.
And I think we're going to have a double holdup because Cody Rhodes is a lap down on the bottom.
Can Ellison get through? We might think he has the best truck again. We'll see.
I want to take a look at lap times for the first time tonight, and it is indeed James Ellison at the top of the board as far as draft laps are concerned.
Here he is. He went top to bottom to get around both.
Andrew Rich trying to get to the inside of Michael Markle for the lead.
Here comes Ellison with that suck-up.
But here comes James Ellison with a huge run. Turner will not be able to block him.
Oh, Gordon's got problems.
Remember, Gordon is off pace from a lack of a hood.
Coming down pit road. That could be a factor.
Oh, you said down pit road. Oh, indeed. Yeah, Elijah Gordon on pit road. Right side tires. I wonder if they had maybe perhaps Gordon with a problem getting into his pit box under caution and not taking fuel only like we thought he did. But right side's only for the 17. So lap traffic will approach faster or sooner than we thought, I guess, as Andrew Rich, James Ellison 1-2 on the track.
We got about 9 coming in this pack.
They're still a little spaced out. As Rob Evans trying to get to the front. So I didn't even notice that Nate Rogers had gotten knocked out of this thing.
Oh, Zach, we haven't seen this guy all day, but Toledo's up here.
And I thought LJ Toledo had damage.
Oh! Hold your breath.
Gordon's going to try and merge, and I think he's going to wait for the pack to pass by, and that is exactly what he's going to do.
Smart play there by the driver, Gordon. We still got a solid at least 12 trucks here.
And it looks like Logan Gentry has lost the draft. Ibrahimian with damage. So Gordon will not be a lap truck factor as they're 3 wide for the race lead. It's Ellison on the top, Markle in the middle, and Keith Rich on the bottom.
Looks like we're looking clean here.
10 laps to go there at the start-finish line.
Sam Young at the back of the pack, as I think we're going to see the shuffle game for these next couple laps and hope to get to the bottom with like 2 to go.
If you have a strong truck, you can make that outside line, the middle groove, or maybe the top even, work if you have the help. Right now, it's Keith Rich in the race lead. Keith Rich has not won a Jerky Pro Truck Series race since Homestead back in 2017.
Here comes Benjamin Ice. Help from Thomas and Rich.
Benjamin Ice and Lucas Catano, really good friends. The two drove part-time on the 25 truck last year. And with Catano getting the win at Memphis, Ice looking to get the win here tonight at Talladega.
Another factor is how far and how slow is Leon Fief. It's Turner from the back to the front. Looking for second. Benjamin Ice has that strong outside line work, but he won't clear Toledo. Top 3, slight breakaway. Comes Turner underneath for second with Rich. He's got help from Toledo coming and Markle.
And Turner's going to make the move for second. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat, and then I had to sneeze, and oh boy, that took like a whole lap.
Yeah, it's all good. I got you. Is Jesse Turner. To P2 as Thomas leads.
We've got 13 trucks in this main pack. As let's see, Ibrahimian and Fief are drafting together. That might prevent them from being caught.
We'll have to see around this time. They're 5 seconds slower.
4 seconds slower. As it looks like Torres might be holding up Henry Sanford, so we could have 4 lap trucks. But 8 laps to go last time by, coming to 7 to go. Dylan Thomas in the race lead. The last time we saw the 25 with a chance to win was back at Island Rally. And you know who took that win from him? His teammate, Andrew Rich.
Both the Riches are up here. Sam Young's up here.
Right now, Vince, I mean, a playoff driver getting a win, it doesn't really matter unless you're Henry Sanford. But getting those 5 extra playoff points for the start in the round of 8 do matter.
Is that 4 wide? Are they looking 4 wide?
I think they are just about 4 wide.
Oh.
As Michael Marco's looking for the race lead, it'll be 6 to go this time by.
It's all about placement. Here comes Rob Evans looking to spoil the party with Ice and Bradley Ream.
Remember, Evans with 2 wins at this track in the Digital Storm Cup Series.
There's Benjamin Ice again. He seems to have the strong truck in the draft, too.
How about Bradley Ream? Bradley Ream up here on the inside line looking for that first career win.
Rob Evans, though, still going to hold the points. They're looking 4 wide almost again with Toledo.
LJ Toledo thought about it. Not enough momentum there to make that move.
5 to go. How are we good on the lap cards? Are we getting closer? Are they still 4 seconds? We'll find out.
5 laps to go this time by at the start-finish line for Rob Evans, trying to get that 3-team second win on the season. Fitzwater won back at Sandy Flats Road Course at the beginning of the year, as they are going to go 4 wide again.
Oh, boy. This might, I mean, it's going to be close. If they wreck again, that could end the race.
And they took 5 to go, Vince. If they wreck again, the race will end under caution.
They think better of it. James Ellison on the inside.
Ellison had the fastest truck back in the spring, got in a wreck. Now he's leading the field. But Andrew Rich is there. Here comes Jeff Toledo. Heck, both of these guys, Andrew Rich and Jeff Toledo, were eliminated from the Digital Storm Cup Series playoffs. Jeff, however, has not had the same success down here that he's had in Cup.
There's still 4 wide with Carter back there. Here comes Matthew Logan, Sam Young, Markle, Bradley Reed on the inside.
And there's the
lappers.
sight.
I see him.
All 4 of these guys are in sight, and they're going only about 185 miles an hour.
Oh, boy. I think we're going to be close.
Oh, I think they're going to get caught at 2 to go or the white flag.
Now where do you want to be? Do you want to be on the inside? Do you want to be on the middle, outside? We'll find out. Sam Young looking for second underneath Logan. Here comes Markle with help. Rich is going to go to the bottom and block.
Andrew Rich will lead him 2-3 laps to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to snip that lap. Those lap trucks is Markle looking for second with help from Reed.
It was only a 3-second loss to the lap trucks that time by. But there they are right at the end of the straightaway. As Michael Markle's looking for the race lead. Benjamin Ice behind him. Keith Rich will make it 3 wide for third.
Little separation. Here comes Sam Young leading that second kind of pack as they close back in again.
Sam Young came up 1 position close in the spring to victory lane. He's still looking for that first career win, but Evans is going to put him in the middle.
Rob Evans, the plate master at Talladega. Can he get it done? As here comes Mark with 2 to go. Oh, Matthew Logan squeezing the middle on Sam Young. As
these 4 are lined up. They might not get caught unless one of them makes a move for position.
It's going to come down to the last lap with those lappers unless we get some wake off the draft. As Rob Evans, oh, here comes Jesse Turner.
But Michael Markle's getting a huge push from Keith Rich. Evans will cut off Jesse Turner there into turn 3. They'll be coming to the white flag. Who will get the win here tonight at Talladega?
Here comes Evans.
Evans will make the move on Keith Rich. Dylan Thomas is the next one up on the bottom. Then it's James Ellison. White flag in the air.
Will they catch him? I don't know.
Evans has to get a certain amount of distance to get a run.
He's got help from Thomas. This might be the run off the back. Look at the middle. Oh, here comes Thomas, though. He's going to take that run.
Thomas is going to look low here early on the back straightaway, but I think it was too soon.
Oh, there they are.
They're getting the draft of the lap truck. That's Leland Fief.
This may not be over yet. Does Evans have the right move to stay on the outside? Mark going to 3 and 4.
Here they come out of turn 4 into the tri-oval.
Oh, here we go.
Does Thomas make a move? No, he doesn't.
Rob Evans.
Here comes Rob Evans on the outside. Does he get there? No. Michael Markle gets it barely. And an even closer finish than the spring race. And they did not lap that 74 truck. He's going to go around to take the checkered flag himself.
And just like we saw in the spring, they're still racing back.
First career win for rookie driver Michael Markle. And the round of 12 is complete. All 3 races won by non-playoff drivers. And what a win for Markle. Coming into this race, he sat 17th in the points as the race for 13th in the standings is on now. Rob Evans will come home in second. Dylan Thomas third, Ellison fourth, Keith Rich fifth, LJ Toledo sixth, Andrew Rich, Benjamin Ice, Jeff Toledo, and Jesse Turner, your top 10. Sam Young 12th, Henry Sanford 17th. And that should all but confirm that Donovan Cage, RJ Bishop, Edwin Mendez, and Henry Sanford have been eliminated. That'll be official once we take a look at the point standings. But what a race here at Talladega, Vince.
Yeah, what can you expect? Another great finish, close in the spring, couple wrecks. And of course, the pressure was on. Some crackled, some popped.
And with that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the Digital Storm Cup Series race here at Talladega. 47 laps of action in what is going to be their second race in their round of 12. As Andrew Rich winning at Homestead, no drivers currently locked into the round of 8. So with that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the Digital Storm Cup Series. And the Jerky Pro Truck Series will be back next week for Papyrus, for what will be their first race in their round of 8.